with Alicia Long. She's the writer of Capitol Hell. Alicia, I was looking, by the way, you're a Packer fan? Is that
I'm a huge Packer fan.
okay? So how long you been a Packer fan?
Oh my gosh, my whole life. So
Okay.
my parents are originally from Wisconsin.
Okay.
So growing up, it was kind of ingrained. I think my dad might actually disown me if I were to ever root for anybody else.
See, I do that to my kids. I've been a Packer fan since I was about 5. Growing up in Wisconsin, it's the same kind of deal.
I love it.
And the family did disown you if you weren't. My brother was
right?
my brother was a Lions fan for a while, for a very short while. And he's come around to everybody else's way of thinking. It's kind of crazy. But you
love it. I love it.
I see you want to marry Aaron Rodgers. Good luck with that. Let me see.
I know.
Let me see how
I
it
know.
works
But
for
hey, you got to shoot for the stars, right? You got to dream big.
if you're gonna,
you.
with that contract, dream really big. I mean, and don't sign the prenup if you go there. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, right?
I know.
mean, hey, I'm an attorney by day, so I've got those ducks in a row.
And you got Sundays off, so you could go watch him play. I mean, it's all good.
Exactly. So I mean, I could go to every game that way.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you could travel with the team. I mean, how great would that be?
It would be. See, you got to dream big.
Oh, yeah. All right. So I have to ask, looking at this book, how much of this is based on just a shred of real? I mean, is there real in this book? Yeah. Is there real in this book?
Well, I think there's definitely more than a shred of real probably weaved throughout the entire book. Jane and I always like to say, Jane's my co-author, that a good girl never kisses and tells.
But
and so we don't like to quantify exactly how much of the book is actually true. But I will say this: although the book is fiction, she and I both used to work on Capitol Hill, and so a big chunk of the book is actually based on either her experiences or my experiences or the experiences of our friends.
So at what point in time did you go, okay, we got to write something on this? This is crazy.
It's so funny you ask that because I think when we were working on the Hill, we realized kind of how crazy it was, and some of the things were like, hey, this isn't quite normal, or this is kind of crazy. But it wasn't really until after we both had left the Hill and people would kind of ask us about it, like, hey, what was it like to work on the Hill? What was it like to kind of be behind the scenes? And we would tell them these crazy stories, and they're like, oh my gosh, you have to be kidding me! Like, you guys need to write this down. And so at first we just kind of blew it off, but eventually we were like, you know what, maybe we should. So I actually sat down and drafted the first chapter and sent it over, and she wrote the second chapter, and we kind of just piggybacked. And I don't think neither of us really expected it to go anywhere, but soon enough, we had a whole book. So we decided to shop it around and try to get it published.
So Alicia,